Oh man, what's up, guys?
Oh, wow.
This is Katie.
And I'm Mike.
And this is Brutally Honest.
What up? Alright, sorry. Let's go. Kick it to the music.
Yeah, I'm just honest.
Alright, guys, what's up? How we living?
How we living? What it do?
What to do, baby boo?
What it do, baby boo?
Alright, so this is something I've wanted to start for a while. At least a couple months, if not longer. I think I mentioned
We've been
this.
talking about it for a while,
About a
but
year.
you needed to get on your grind. So I'm glad that we're starting.
Yes, and I would have no other co-host than you.
I'm flattered, thank
Yes,
you.
we
In
did.
case y'all don't know, me and Katie have been best friends for about 10 to 11 years now,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yes.
And
Half our lives
yeah,
almost.
pretty much an eternity.
It's never going
It's
away.
a life sentence at this point.
It is. That's not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, honestly, I appreciate our friendship. We've had some honestly great times. We've been through some bad times as well in
Yes.
the beginning of our friendship. But I mean,
We were also teenagers.
but I also believe in connections and I believe in energies, and I feel like a lot of people mesh. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
Now we're going to talk about a little bit about us, because I feel like, we know each other pretty well, but for
Very.
anybody, and I'm sure with us being in a small neighborhood, everybody knows each other. But,
Yeah.
you guys don't really know us, and you're going to definitely get to know us thoroughly with this.
Better than most people know us.
Yeah.
But yeah, go first. Introduce yourself.
Basically, I'm Mike. I'm a Cancer. I like long walks on the beach, preferably at midnight. I honestly, I don't know. I just I'm a TV movie fanatic. I'm 25. I am just kind of learning right now, the complexities of life and trying to figure everything out where I am in
That's
the
a
universe.
fact.
And, I'm very into, looking at facts and looking at history and stuff like that, because I didn't really have that spark in school. I never was really into, they just didn't teach it well. I couldn't grasp half the things they were saying, and half the things that they were saying in school were interesting, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed them. And
You learn a lot.
Yeah, and I feel like after I got out of school and stuff like that, and I started to look into stuff more myself, and really started teaching myself things, I picked up on all that. So
Yeah.
I love doing that now. I'm very into and I love aliens, and
We love a good alien.
Yeah, I love good alien. I love talking about stories about aliens and stuff like that, and we'll get into that topic too, because
Yeah, we'll
that's
get
a
there.
good one.
That'll be like an hour and a half podcast.
Yeah, that's a good topic to talk about. But I basically have me and my sister have started our own t-shirt brand.
Yeah.
We are Wide-Eyed. Follow us on Instagram and check that
Their
out.
stuff is complete fire. And
Yeah,
I'm not just saying
we're,
that.
we're working on it. It is a process, and we're trying our best to start our own business, and that's not easy. So,
Yeah.
but working on that, and now we started Brutally Honest, and
did.
I feel like I'm just spiraling into a whole bunch of things. First,
Creative
I went to
thought.
basically doing not much to now doing this, which is cool.
That thought came across my mind the other day.
What?
About how I'm in school and stuff, but I don't use my creative thought ever.
Yeah, and
And
you're
now
like,
I'm,
and you
like,
feel it,
forcing-
and you're like,
yes, I
yeah,
feel good.
and you feel like you have all this creative energy, and you don't know
Yeah.
what to do with it. And I think that's a really cool outlet. If you guys want to start a podcast, do it. Honestly, I think
You should be supportive.
there are beginning jitters, and obviously it's going to be a little bit bumpy at first, and I hope you
And
guys
awkward.
can walk it with us, and
Yeah, of course.
But how about you? What are you into?
I'm Katie, obviously. And we'll be 25 in a couple weeks because it's almost Leo season.
Oh, yeah.
We got another couple days until it's Leo season.
Yeah, everybody
Y'all better watch out.
brace yourselves for
You
Leo
should.
season.
We are all crazy. Well, not crazy bad, crazy good, crazy.
I mean, I feel like everyone's
I
got
like a
little
good
bit crazy.
time. I like a good time. With me, I feel like I'm learning a lot about myself in my 20s.
I feel like you have been too. I feel like you've really been.
I am
growing
so
yourself.
different than I was even 3 years ago. Even and if you took 15-year-old me and then what will be 25-year-old me, it's gonna be that difference is huge for anybody.
Yeah.
But I've learned so much about the type of person I am and what I like.
You're coming into your own more, which
Yeah.
I honestly
I always
appreciate.
said 20, 25, 26, 27 is going to be my peak years of learning about myself.
And I feel
So-
like with our generation, it's just getting older now, where
Yeah.
you know, not everybody. Yes, people are you know marrying and you know having kids and stuff like that. And stuff like that, but I feel like people are still also figuring themselves out and they're learning that it's okay.
Yeah, but it's also fine to be. I mean, like if you that's really what you like feel is right for you to be married in your 20s. That's cool. But like that's not for me.
Right. I mean, it's not. It ain't for me right now either. Trust me, I could not picture myself getting married at this point.
Not for a couple years.
Yeah, we gonna give it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean for sure one day, but not anytime soon. But, other than that, I don't know. I like to work out. I actually hate long walks on the beach because I don't like the beach.
Yeah,
but
that's not really your thing.
I'm not a heat person.
It ain't your thing.
I love fall, especially in Buffalo.
I love fall too.
It's embracing the crispy air, the like cooler weather, and then I like a nice snowstorm sometimes.
No, you're
Y'all
crazy.
gonna think
I don't
I'm
like
crazy.
that.
Like yesterday and today was like 100 degrees here, and that's too much for me.
See, I mean, like, honestly, I know everyone's like, oh, you can put on more clothes if you're cold.
You can't.
I get it.
Can't walk outside naked.
Well, I mean, like, if I could, I would. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that, you know, freedom. But,
yeah,
I personally, I just hate the cold weather. Like, and
this is where me and Mike are very opposite people.
But if we had, like, an even 4 seasons, I think I would like that a lot better.
Okay, we kind of do. Our summer's just short. Like, our fall.
My favorite part of the year is the shortest part of the year.
You don't like Halloween?
I do love Halloween, but that's always like a blip and it's gone, and then winter's all year
October
long.
is the best month of the year.
Yeah, I guess
it is.
I mean, for some people, I mean, I prefer summer.
Okay, Mike's bullshitting. He loves Halloween.
I do love Halloween.
And we watch spooky movies.
I love Halloween.
We watch spooky movies and we go apple picking.
But I mean, I still prefer a summer weather over it.
A summer eve.
A summer eve. Ew.
I just thought about what that means.
Well,
anyways.
now you got to know us a little bit better, but we're going to grow with you guys, so I hope you guys learn more and more about us.
Hopefully you learn more about our opinions, too.
Yeah. I know, trust me, they're going to get a lot of those.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to give my opinion. This is our platform, and if you want to listen, good
Great.
for you.
If you don't, that's fine, too.
I don't care. No, we glad you're here. Just kidding.
Yeah, please
Just
stay.
Just play it.
You'll be able to hear all about us bitching about certain things and then, like, delving very deep
into a lot of different
heavy
topics.
Funny topics.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes we'll do games.
Yeah, maybe games.
And eventually, I told Mike that I would want to do like a live. Mm-hmm. So one day we'll do that too.
Yeah, that'll be down the road a little bit. I feel like I want to get our platform down, but again, it's all a learning experience. You know what I'm saying?
It is. But so to wrap this all back,
yes,
we met in high school.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've both had jobs in the serving industry.
Yeah,
the food industry.
They kind of shaped, you know, it kind of shapes who you are, you know what I'm saying? Like in a certain way, just like any job does, but you know, especially working in the food service industry.
Yeah.
It
opens your mind to a lot of people.
Well, not even that. It shows you kind of like all kinds of different people that you're going to run into. Like you run into a whole different lot of different kind of people all the time.
Yeah, which is mind-boggling to think about. But that is our topic. If you couldn't figure that out, is the food industry and you know working in and alongside.
If you guys have done it, you know.
Yes, and I do believe.
Trust me, you know.
I do believe everyone should give it a try. I don't care how old you are. If you're fucking 16 or if you're 65, I think you should get in there and give it a shot. Cooking, bussing, hosting, serving, slinging pizzas. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Like that it really does shape your mind as a human being.
Because first of all, you have to learn how to deal with all different types of people. You're not just going to get happy people all the time. Like people are coming in the middle of their own drama and they do not give a shit about you or your presence, and it doesn't.
They're there, as some of my former bosses like to say, they're there for an experience.
Yeah.
It is your stage.
Let me tell you about that. I don't, we are putting on this facade, and this is why a lot of other countries hate America. Because
I need to do this real quick. I need to shout out my friend because she calls it faffing, fake as fuck. You're faffing when you're out there, baby.
Okay,
you're out there. You're and I'm not even gonna have to say your name because you're gonna know who you are. But that girl faffs, and she.
Ew.
Not how I meant that.
That girl faffs. Well, whoever you are, I'm glad that you're faffing wherever you are.
Yo, I can't. Anyways, let's get back to that later.
Wow. So now we also know her plans for later. That's good. That's
Faffing.
Good. I'm glad we're being honest.
Brutally, right? No, but being fake as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's not what it is.
It's being you fake it till you make it. You know what I mean? Like you and
that's any job.
like we've talked about in the past, it's like putting on your own show. And I know you've mentioned that before. It's like being on your own stage. It's like, you know, you have to make sure everybody's happy all the time.
Oh.
And even when you're not even feeling it, you know what I mean?
That's the worst part is like about being a server or working in the food industry or whatever is like
putting on that smile, putting on
yes,
that. It's like the
because
fake
you need to
server
leave.
face.
The one thing I've learned is leave your shit at home and then leave your shit at work. Like, do not bring your home life to work with you. Leave that shit at
I
home.
also think that works with the customers too. I mean, not to put it this way, but like, you know, I've seen some shit as a server. And
oh my God, I've seen couples fight.
People come in and they just unload their crap on you, and you. I mean, it could be good. You know, sometimes there's people who do it in a nice way, and there's
they're
people
hanging
that are
out.
like, you know, just talking to you. You know, sometimes they'll grab your ear, but then there's people who are there to, you know, just have you just be their servant, and you know, want
Literally.
them to make their day better just by you being. You
But
can't do
how?
that. That's not
I'm
your
not
job.
okay. And I used to bartend too. I'm not your fucking therapist.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to be, honey, but I have my own work.
Yeah.
That
Deborah,
is.
I don't care about your divorce. I'm sorry.
Girl,
It's
go get you a
painful.
man who's 20 years younger than you and move on.
Or just go buy like a real therapist. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I
Yes,
just, you know, come
that's-
here for your little cocktail and then, you know.
Get yourself a couple margaritas. On
I
a Friday
sound bitter,
night.
but like I'm not trying
And
to
no,
sound
we're
bitter.
we're very very much not bitter people.
It's just like,
I mean,
you know, when you're working with a whole bunch of different people, like I've said, it really changes your opinion on, you know, what people are really like.
Yes.
And, you know, just be
And it's not even-
kinder. Like, just be kinder to people.
Yeah.
You know, tip your waiter, because honestly,
Please.
like, it's, you know, they're working on those tips. Unfortunately, we're living on a not
we don't get paid minimum
livable
wage. Just so everybody knows out there that is not a server or bartender or works in the food industry, we are not
we
getting
make less than minimum
We get paid
wage.
much less than minimum wage in New York State.
And we depend on our tips, and a lot of people,
Yes.
even people know that, and then still, oh, they didn't, you know, do this the perfect way. Listen, we make mistakes. We're human.
Listen,
you
if
know?
I don't pour your water, you know, at 30 degrees Fahrenheit, and
people get real
with your
specific.
with your six ice cubes.
They
and
want
your
a lemon with 3 seeds, not 2.
two,
Like,
yeah,
it's,
they want that Splenda to make their own lemonade.
Yeah.
Like, girl, just buy. It's free refills, Cindy.
yeah, I know.
Like-
You're like, what, are you saving that buck? Like,
Yeah,
really?
for real. I mean, but no, another thing that I want to touch on is helping out your fellow server
Oh,
in the
wow.
section.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
Mid fucking conversation. He just touched my boob. That's great. So
Benefits of having a gay friend.
yes, true, very true. No, but I'm saying like the person in your section buddy is what I call it.
Yeah.
So what that is your section at work.
The
is,
person,
are
whoever
you,
is in the
okay?
section. I'm fixing something.
He's fixing his ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
I just
You got me this ankle bracelet.
did.
I mean, I bought the charm, but I mean,
I gave you the
that was
actual
a self gift.
Oh,
Anyways,
you're
continue.
running on a goal. Anyways, so your section buddy is the person to your, you know, on your sides, and your section would be like at my restaurant, it would be like 33, 43, 53, or 1, 2, 3, whatever the
Those sections
table
are
numbers.
Very weird in restaurants.
Yeah, so the person to your left or right would be your section buddy, and I am a firm believer, and if they ask you to help them, help them.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing though. That's a lot of people just are lazy and don't feel like pulling their weight. You know what I mean? Like, and that's
Yeah.
a problem. The thing is that if everybody does their part, it really does make it. But the management is a huge thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like your manager should be your biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, really.
They might as well put on that fucking uniform, baby, and have those.
But not a fake
pom-poms.
cheerleader. Not a fake
No,
cheerleader that, like, I
but-
really only care about myself, or, you know what I mean? Like, and not to put it this way, and managers need just a little bit more realism. They might have chosen that career path.
Yeah, but most of them came
servers-
from serving.
Yeah,
But
right.
they forget it.
Well, they do forget it, but
Yeah.
again, they chose that career path. They chose to be a manager. They chose
Yes.
to go into general managing and open
Yes.
their own stores. So you can't take that out on the people that work for you. You know what I mean? Like, and you have to treat them like they're your equals. I always like. I hate feeling like I'm in kindergarten when I like go into
Yeah.
work. You know what I mean?
You know what though? The current position I'm at, that is not even. an
Yeah,
issue.
I know, mine too, and that's important.
We're
about,
speaking in the past.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
I've worked in past environments where
Yes.
it's almost like people use it as like a dictatorship for their own, or it's like their own kingdom. You know? When
yeah,
they're
and that is the worst part. It's like.
and they use that against you, and you're like, and you're powerless because you're just a server there.
Because but outside of work, you're the same age. We're all within, and that's a crazy thing.
But
like,
I'm talking more like general management stuff. I'm not talking about people who are like
just
part
like
time
your-
managing. You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like stuff like
Well,
that.
that's another thing too. Is you know, we as servers don't get benefits if you're not full time.
Yeah.
And I could not imagine being a full time server.
I know.
Props to all of you.
Yeah.
Who work 40 hours a week.
That is dedication.
Slinging food, man.
I mean, and
Drinks.
it's hard work. You will leave
Yeah.
the work, your back aches, your feet ache, like
Yeah.
you burn your hands, like, and especially when people don't pull their plate
Those
or
fucking
their stuff
trays,
out
man.
of the way, and just so I could put their food down. It's like, I understand that
Oh
your
my
phone is in
god,
the way, but
pre-bust your
put it away.
tables. Pre-bust your tables,
Yeah.
man. That's a huge thing at anyone's job is get the fucking app plates and the salad plates off the tables.
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean,
Fucking
it's
help.
But that's, I mean, again, that's like people, you know what I mean, like not
You know,
focus
like-
on the right thing while they're at work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
But I don't know. I feel back to that management thing. I feel like the managers should be your biggest fans, as opposed to yourself. You
Yeah.
know what I mean, they should be there to help you and
like
you know,
the current
push
job
you
I have,
along.
like honestly, I think my managers are great now. They're
Same.
very like relaxed and
Yes.
they're very like, you know, they I've seen them. They get up and they will do something if like
Mm-hmm.
it needs to be done without saying a word, without like yelling at somebody for not doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
there's
Like,
no yelling really at my job.
yeah, it's
I
more
mean,
like a respectful environment, and I just say respect each other. Like that's all
yeah,
you gotta do. Respect
just
each
treat me as an equal, and that goes. You know what? I'm gonna segue into like customers now
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like you come out to eat, you need to be respectful.
Well, that's it. That goes with humans need to just be kinder to another. I
In
know
general.
that we're all going through some shit,
Yes.
and it sucks. And trust me, we're gonna get into mental health. We'll do all that
All
stuff.
We'll
but-
get into we'll touch on some things.
Yeah, but
Some
like
serious issues.
you know, it's a short podcast. We got to keep episodes going. Got to keep you guys coming back.
Yes.
But it's really honestly a toll on your mental state, and it you know.
Because you're worried, and the thing is, like in life too, is everyday life, not serving life, is you need to worry about your own mental health and your own stability.
Right,
And,
and
and
people
being a
just-
server, you need to worry about your tables.
People put you in the servant position and not a human position.
Yes.
They forget that after it's like when you put on a uniform.
Bitch, I walk into work like everybody else. I do my
Right.
9 to 5, but
when
it's
you
a
put
4
on
to
a
10.
uniform, they feel like your job is to
Yeah.
make their day better, and that's not my job. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't
there.
change your day
I'm
around.
strictly there to.
I can try. I mean, I can try to be nice and
I'm there to faff.
yes. If I can faff my way through it and you're happy, then
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Faffing.
We can faff together.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, but I'm serious. Like, if the faker you are to your tables, the more money you have in your pocket at the end of the night. But also,
that's because people, tend to be more disingenuous. But that's,
yeah. I also don't. I don't believe. I don't know. I treat everyone the same, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I want all my tables to treat me the same. I want if I come up to you, I'm like, "Hi guys, my name is Katie. Have we been here before? What brings us in today? Oh my god, the weather's shit because we live in Buffalo and we have 10 months of
Winter.
and 2 months of summer. But you gotta, and I am a firm believer too in making a personal connection with each table because that's how you.
I
make your
mean,
money.
yeah, but some
That's
days,
how you keep people
I'm
coming
just
back.
not in the mood, dude. Like, I don't care.
I know, but you can't show
But-
that you.
no,
don't
you
care.
can't show that you don't care.
Yeah.
But it's just hard.
I wish you
It sucks
could.
to expect people to be the absolute best they can be all the time. Like some people are gonna make mistakes, and you gotta be okay with that. If
I forget
they
to put
keep
no
making more
mushroom,
mistakes
don't
and
yell at me.
they really don't look like they don't
Yeah.
care, then I understand that you have a problem with that. 'Cause I
Yes.
would too.
Yes.
Even as a server, and trust me, I'm more critical of servers when I go out than you guys are.
Yeah,
But-
that's another thing too.
Yeah,
is
but-
going out as a server, going out to eat, or going out like on a Saturday night to like
But
a bar.
at the same time, I understand, and like they're busy, they're working really hard. I'm sure, you know what I mean. Like
my
everybody's
food will
got-
get here.
Yeah,
It's not gonna grow legs and
right.
walk
And
over to my
if it's
table.
taking like up to like 40 minutes for you to get your food, and it's not that busy, then you got a problem.
But listen, if you walk into a packed restaurant
Right.
on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday
and you're
night,
snapping your fingers at me, like
girl, I'm giving you bread for a reason.
I'm
my
sorry,
dude.
I'm ignoring you if you're snapping your fingers at me, and that's
I tell you my name for a reason. I say my name is Katie. If you need anything, feel free to stop me. Stop me. Don't.
yeah.
Snap
Or
at me.
learn my name. Like
Yeah, I don't learn name tags.
I don't learn your names. Like, but I have a name.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have a name tag, like you say your name in the beginning. Like, just remember to learn that name. I know you're busy with what
I
you
am
got,
your
but
only.
that's the only
personal
human
contact.
part that we got there.
Well, listen, I'm your only human contact in that realm of an hour and a half, 2 hours that you're sitting at my table, or if whatever it is, 45 minutes to 2 hours. But I also am trying to remember your table, 60 and 61. I'm trying to remember all of you. So if you can't remember my name, that's just kind of
Well,
on
it's
you.
disrespectful, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, especially, you know, and also
We're not saying everybody's like this
not,
either.
We're not like this, but don't, you know, treat people, if you want a good experience, treat people respectfully, because you don't know what anybody is doing. I've heard horror stories of working in a restaurant and people going back there and doing that nasty
Yeah,
in,
no,
in your food.
I will honestly say that I've never experienced any of that, and that just goes for a moral compass of everyone I've worked with. And you know what? About 99% of the people I've worked with in my life are good people.
Mm-hmm.
There's that 0.00001% that is just like terrible.
Also, don't impose your beliefs on me while I'm serving you.
Okay, yeah. One thing I'm going to tell you, and I'm not religious. You know, we were both raised.
Well, it doesn't mean, you know, beliefs could be, you know, religious,
yeah, but believe
whatever.
what you want. But this is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
we were both raised religiously, in religious homes, and you know, I was
Catholic. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, same. I was raised Catholic as well. But, dude, don't push your Jesus prayer cards on me, or your Scientology cards,
or the ones that look like money, and then when you turn them around, it's the message of Jesus. That is so the opposite.
It looks like a $2 are folded over.
It
and
is
like,
so the opposite of enlightening or you know, giving. It is actually the opposite. You're taking money away from me, and you're actually stealing from me.
But the thing is, like, if you want me to have a conversation with you, like, I'll sit down with you and have a conversation with you if I got the time. But I'm not trying to have you push your shit on me. I'm not telling you to believe that fucking aliens are going to come down.
Don't tell me that my tattoos are inappropriate.
That is a huge thing for me.
Story time. Okay, so when I was younger, and I think I've told you this story before, but we were at a restaurant. I think it was Olive Garden, and we had a gay. Or maybe it was Fridays, but we had a gay waiter, and I was young, and I knew that I was
10.
Gay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably around my 10.
So it's the early 2000s.
And my grandmother loves to preach. Loves to preach. She is...
Honey.
Yeah, we'll get into that too. But, like, she, you know, and she basically thought it was her job to pull this waiter aside and say that he needed to change his lifestyle. And I've experienced this in other aspects of my life too, not just with my grandmother, but seeing it around with other people I've worked with and stuff, and that's not just gay. You know, it has to do with tattoos or, you know, piercings. Like, don't judge a person on their appearance.
Listen, like, I wear...
I'm just there to serve you food.
Yeah, listen, this happened to me. I'm not gonna say when, but you know, my serving career where I had gauges for a short period of time, and I had people tell me they look pathetic, that I look like a low life scumbag.
But like, it's
I also have
business.
Yeah, people that don't know me. I have tattoos that show in my uniform. Have always showed in my uniform. They're not distasteful at all, in my opinion. They're flowers and, you know, an astronaut and some other stuff. But I had tables, you know, grab my arm and be like, "Oh my God, what's that?"
Yeah, don't touch me either.
Don't touch me. Don't ever, like, there's
a slight hand touch, like
maybe like a honey,
like something sweet.
Tap me on the shoulder.
Do not grab me. Do not touch me.
Don't hug me.
Like that really degrades your service.
Unless I am inviting like a regular maybe that I've had for a very long time to, if they open up their arms for a little side hug, you know what? I'll give you a little pat on the back, but I'm not. Don't touch me
on the back.
Sorry. I want to make a song about it.
Yeah, let's do it. No,
let's do it. Why not? But no. So circling back to the whole customer thing is like when I have a 2-year-old nephew, right? He's sweet as pie most of the time, and I brought him out to eat at my job a couple months ago, and I got him, you know, some food, and he was very respectful. I told him the one thing you're not going to do is throw stuff on the ground.
At your work.
Yes.
Okay.
I said, "Dude, I work here. Look at me." And he was like, "What? What do you want?" And I was like, don't throw anything on the floor, because I don't want to have to, you know, clean that up, because that's gonna be my responsibility. He said, "Okay," and he was perfect.
But not every kid is like that.
No, but it's like, yeah, don't let your kids throw food.
Yeah, like if you're gonna take your kids out to eat, like,
you're gonna have a child.
Just just like remember,
put the reins
that,
on it.
You have to watch them, and like, no offense, like if they make a mess, you have to clean that up. That is your job.
But you know what I do say? I'm like, "Oh no, it's my job, but don't worry. Oh, my kid made a mess.
Well,
that's my job. Don't worry."
You have to put on that facade, and you have to be like,
faffing.
Okay, you have to faff, and you have to say, "Hey, like, I'm, you know, gonna take care of this." But in your mind, you're like, "I don't want to be cleaning this up right now." Like, especially if your kid pukes, that's your job.
Oh my God, I don't do puke. I'm telling you,
either.
You ever sit at my tables, you better not.
Yeah, no, you be cleaning that up, but trust
expect me to clean up your kid's vom, because I will vom.
That is vile. Like, I will not.
Literally vile.
Yeah, it is vile. Yeah.
When I worked at my former job, I mean, the trays weren't as big. I mean, they were as big, but they didn't have as many heavy plates, and like we used like plastic and paper.
Oh my god, people do not understand that those plates get heavy.
When I raise that above my head, that is an art form.
Yeah, it is. Yo, I gained a lot of muscle in my right arm.
Muscle memory.
Just my right arm because
my right arm's bigger than my left arm.
Yeah, because of masturbation. Then my left arm was from the tray. No, I'm just playing.
Yo. Insane. No, Jay.
But like it's the carrying those plates is super heavy and people don't understand that, and then when you're just like you're holding the plate in front of somebody and it's hot and it's heavy and people are taking forever to move their like phone out of the way or their purse and they're taking forever and you're like, yo, my arm is singeing from like 3rd degree
I'm not
burn.
a cook. I don't have that like extremity in my extremities. I still feel things.
Yeah,
like
I haven't, it's not completely numb yet. Like I haven't.
No, it'll get there.
But
it'll get there for sure. But the one thing is, you ever try to carry a full martini from the bar to your table? And not spill it.
And you're like,
you're shaking.
Yeah.
Then they're watching their like 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents fall out of the glass. Yeah. And you're like literally shaking as you're walking up
and
to the
you're
table.
like, yo, I am sorry. But
maybe the bartender shouldn't fill it. I mean, like, okay, you're trying to get your money's worth. I get it. It's a $9 cocktail. I know, Susie. You're on the town with your fucking 5 girlfriends, and you guys are all in your late 50s. You want that martini to be full and dry and full of olives.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's
sweetie,
like her vagina.
Yes, I mean Susie might be a freak. I don't know.
Yes, she a freak. Yeah,
that's a good song.
Yeah.
She did say it.
But
no, that's hard. And then did you ever? Oh my god. Carrying a tray full of like water, so like a 12
Oh my
top.
gosh, I can't do it. I can't. It gives me so much anxiety.
Okay, there's things called legs.
And when people go, I don't want ice, and I'm like, so you want it full all the way to the top.
And I'm shaking
with
like
no
a fucking...
like stable support, and you want me to just
God.
like
and then every table around you is full and you can't put the tray down, so you're like leaning it against your body. And you're like trying to
I've had things like go all over. I just watched one tumble.
Did you spill a beer on a baby once?
Oh yes, I did. It was like it was a toddler. I mean, it was like this is when I worked at my Red Lobster days, and
I like the way you said that.
Oh, thanks. And I don't know, I had this like table of like 6. I think it was a party of 6.
One was a child.
Yeah, one was a child. Oh, no, maybe it was 8. It was like a birthday. And
you're an asshole.
There was like a full beer, and I think it was Sam Adams, I remember. And
my God.
And I knocked it. The whole tray started to like wobble, and it just all over this kid.
Oh my
this kid, like, he
How old was he,
blinked
like 2?
twice, and then just and just started like bawling his eyes out.
Were his parents pissed?
No, his parents started laughing, and they were like,
Did the glass hit him?
No, it like tipped over all over on the tray, and then it like it was like a perfect
I
waterfall on the top of his head. His parents were like, "Oh my gosh!" And they laughed, and they didn't make me feel bad about it. Thank you to whoever that family was, because
that means a lot. Listen, about a year ago, so I've never up to this point, I've never dropped a damn thing.
I dropped a couple things.
Listen. I had a good streak for like 6 years, and I was coming on the corner too hot in front of the host stand in my current job.
She was coming up too hot, just in case you guys didn't hear that.
I was coming up too hot around the host stand.
Oh.
And it was busy as fuck, and I had
was coming around the host stand.
I'm like, I'm running around the corner.
It's like a carnival, yeah.
Oh man, I hate the carnival. We'll get into that too. But I'm coming around the corner. And
when she comes.
Jimmy comes around the mountain when she comes. Dude, I stopped literally. Okay, anyways, I'm coming up to the host stand.
Yes.
And I have a full tray of like 2 martinis, 3 beers, a couple glasses of wine.
You put that all on one tray.
So I remember, 3 glasses of red wine, 2 glasses of white, 2 martinis, 2 beers, and 2 waters.
And that is that.
Listen, I was running almost, and I came around, and I tipped the tray, and I saw it in slow motion. Wobble, 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 and crash. I just dumped on the floor.
Your fucking heart dropped. You're
yes.
Like, I know this.
I saw 2 beers go over to the left, and then knock into my martinis, and I just fucking...
Wow.
I flipped the tray over, and I just dropped it on the ground, and I just walked away.
Like, no, it happens like slow motion.
Yes, and that is the worst part. Did you ever drop a tray of food?
Multiples.
No,
not like, maybe like 1 or 2.
Honestly,
I'm actually pretty good at carrying a tray, I gotta say.
Yeah.
But
drinks are a different demon.
I even got to that point, when you're like an experienced server and you do that thing where you hold it over your head.
I do that,
yeah, and you walk, you're like, okay,
and you got that sass, and there's like people at the front of the host.
You're like, hand is out, you're like, okay.
No, see, we have legs at work, and what legs are, which I was going to say earlier,
I don't have legs at work either.
Okay, so what legs are is just like a stand, like a table for it's a tray jack. You put your tray on it.
Yeah.
So one hand, I have legs, and I'm holding them. In the other hand, I have a tray full of like 17 plates.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse me, everybody, I'm coming through.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they don't move. And I'm like, get
Oh
out
my God,
of
I
my
know.
way.
And you're like, dude, I have a one-track mind right now. I have one destination that I have to get to.
It's
and
not
you're
even
just,
my
like,
table, A. B, you're in my way.
I think it's like ants. When you like step in front of them, they lose their whole path, and then they
Yes,
start going
we are
in
very
frenzy.
much like an ant
Ants.
farm.
Yes,
yeah.
very much an ant farm. That's a good
Yeah.
analogy. I have to say.
We leave that little chemical trail.
Yeah.
You know.
Who?
Who? No, like ants leave the chemical trail. They release like an endorphin.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's what I was saying. We don't like leave a chemical trail that we follow.
where
I was
am
making
I?
an analogy and it was good until that point.
Jesus.
I like literally like a couple days ago, a child ran out in front of me when I had a full tray of drinks again, and I had to like pull my feet
Yeah,
back.
you're like skirt.
Yeah, it literally makes that like that basketball sound, like skirt, like the shoe
The
on
sneaker
the court.
on the-
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. It's honestly insane.
But
It is crazy what we see too, in general, and you know, you guys notice us as much as we notice you when you guys go out to eat.
yeah,
I see everything
but
you're
I
doing.
do like people watching when you're serving. It's very
Yes.
interesting to watch.
Especially when you're watching your own table.
It's like the animal kingdom. You're like observing people in their natural habitat.
Yeah,
You're
but
like-
they're also watching us like we're like the lions on the prowl, like waiting for our food. Like
yeah,
at
yeah,
Expo.
yeah.
Like
it's like
we're-
much like the African lion safari in there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What a terrible thing though.
Yeah. Basically, any closing statements on like serving?
I don't know, man. It's been
It's been
so
a rough
many,
ride.
It's been so many years,
Yeah.
and hopefully I only have about a year left of doing it. But you know, you never know. And you know, it is like a good learning experience.
It definitely is. I think that, like we said before, I
Try
think
it out.
everybody needs to. I think everybody should be
In a restaurant.
working in a restaurant. You know, or not even a restaurant, just like customer service. Like you have to
Yeah.
deal with people because people
Like
don't,
JCPenney's.
people don't learn what other people are truly like. You know what I mean? Especially when they're in a rush, or you know what
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I mean,
man.
like when they have a fit about something.
Yeah.
You know, seeing people not get their way is the hardest. It's the funnest thing to watch.
It is hilarious when someone doesn't get
If
their
you
way.
act like a dick, I'm sorry. I'm rooting for
that
your
is
downfall.
instant karma when you act like an
Yeah.
asshole though, and you're not getting your way.
And I do believe in karma.
You do. Mm-hmm. Me too.
I went to high school with her. We did not go to high school with the girl named Karma.
I was like, hold on, we went to the same school.
This is
right?
Katie. In case you guys didn't know, she's very slow on the uptake, but she gets there.
Sometimes,
She gets
not
there
always.
eventually. Not always, but she gets there eventually.
All right, whatever. Fuck off. Anyways, so
But those are our thoughts on that.
Yeah,
On serving. If you guys have any more thoughts, let us know.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, if you guys ever want us to, you know, circle back to a topic, let us know. I feel like we beat that.
We're gonna try to keep
Keep it up.
keep progressing every week.
Yes, of course. And speaking of that, progressing into a different topic, there's a couple movies that
Bada
came.
bing,
That,
bada boom.
yeah, right. There's one movie that came out recently, and there's one that is coming out that I didn't know was coming out. So
Yeah.
10 minutes before we started this.
Yeah,
but
it
the
was
first-
like, yo, you gotta watch this.
So, okay, we'll talk about that one first. The Broadway show, Cats.
It's
has
coming to theaters.
near
guys.
you. And it looks like shit.
And if you don't know, now you know.
There is just a couple names I can name. Taylor Swift, Jason Derulo, James Corden, and, you know, Rebel Wilson's in there, too.
Yeah.
And that is a weird fucking cast.
a
Jennifer
Jennifer
Hudson
Hudson?
is also in this movie, too.
Yeah.
And what a weird cast. I can't even.
I'm interested enough to see it when it comes out on DVD. I'm not.
I am
interested
not
enough-
paying to
yeah,
watch it.
I'm
You
not-
better spark that shit off the internet and I'll watch it with
And
you.
I don't even know if they're gonna release it at this point because the internet was in an uproar.
It came out 6 hours ago, this preview, right? Like today.
Yeah, I mean, not 6, maybe or more now, but it came out way earlier, and
Yeah.
it was like. I was watching it, and it blew my mind. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, you should see it because it's probably one of the
look it
most
up.
interesting things you're going to see. And it's honestly, like somebody said on the internet, I can't remember who, but they were like, it was scarier than the It trailer.
And It is a great movie as well. That is also coming out
I
soon.
cannot wait for that movie.
Another thing I want to talk about, which I didn't mention, was Stranger Things. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but this season,
I
honey,
mean, like, listen.
dedicate yourself to that series.
If you have not watched it, you need to get into it because, like,
Open your mind.
It's not
Great.
even that. Like, it's so good. Winona Ryder's in it.
Oh, that girl.
She is a powerhouse.
That woman.
Just the cast is amazing. Even Billy Bobby Brown, Like she
kills
she's
it.
dynamic. She
Yeah,
knows
and she's
exactly.
what, like 15?
Yeah.
My
Well,
God,
I don't know.
I feel
She's older now.
inadequate. She went when I was just like 15, 16.
Oh, I don't. Well, she wasn't like 12 when she filmed that. I don't. Maybe she was. I don't know.
They are all very young.
Yeah.
Like
Time
but
is moving fast.
They
I
are
can't
a
tell.
solid 10 years younger than we are, and they are much better people than we will ever be.
Yeah, I know.
So good for you guys. Honestly,
Yeah.
shout out to that. But
The Lion King.
yes, The Lion King is what I wanted to touch on too. That came out yesterday.
Yeah. And
I haven't seen it yet, but the original Lion King is one of my favorite movies next to
well,
Mulan.
then you should avoid this movie because
Yeah,
I
looks-
haven't seen it. I mean, and I'm not going to say anything, but I kind of called it before it came out.
I don't know how you make a live action movie of animals.
Well, if you have enough expression, and I told you this, and I remember we talked about this. If you have enough, and our friend Jake was, he was disagreeing with
Jake.
me on this,
Of course he was.
and then they came out. The critics were saying things about it, and they were saying the same things I was. And he was like, "Yeah, I heard that it was pretty much the same thing," and I was like, "Yes," because there wasn't enough expression in their eyes. It looked like they were deadpan the entire time.
Because they were.
Hakuna Matata, Hakuna Matata. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, it was just
I
like
get it.
not. It wasn't worth it, to be honest.
The new action, okay, and anyone who knows me that's listening to this knows me well enough to know that Mulan is my favorite movie of all time. And they're Mulan, but they're that's my favorite part of that movie. Next to when Wushu's fucking like.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Eddie Murphy.
Dishonor on you cow.
Yeah.
That is my favorite part. Of the
It's
movie.
I'm mad because Eddie Murphy's not in it. First
Listen,
of all, he
this
was
new
dynamic.
what is up with all this? Recreating old movies.
Well, that's nostalgia.
Because all the '90s kids are old.
Yeah,
we're all old.
and they fed right into that. That goes with corporate greed and all that crap.
Okay, but like I did want to go see the new Spider-Man though too.
I would love to see that. Yeah, I want to go.
But
see
I'm
that
not a fan of
Spider-Man.
superhero movies.
Yeah, didn't really see the Marvel movies or the
I've seen Avengers. I've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are great
Avengers
movies.
of the Galaxy. Haven't seen it.
Avengers of the Galaxy. Fighting our way against crime.
Yeah.
Oh.
I haven't seen that because like it's just I feel like it's so much at this point, and even
They're
if I wanted to
all-
start at the beginning, I couldn't.
They're all the same, and I'm going to speak for both of us when I say I want a gay superhero.
Yeah,
I want
me
a,
too.
I want a gay or
We're gonna
pansexual or
dive into-
bisexual
yeah,
or
dive deep
lesbian
into
lead
that
role in
topic.
any movie. Yeah,
We'll
that'd be
dive
great.
deep into that topic, but
Yeah, we'll get there.
That's because that's a whole episode. But yeah, honestly, I would love to see a gay superhero. I think that it's about time. I read this really awesome book, and I can't remember who it's by, but it was called Hero. And
Wasn't that a TV show?
No, I mean
Different?
Heroes was a TV show.
Heroes was a good TV show.
Heroes was also very good, but again, lacking gay representation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like every other show.
Like everything else, but
Except for Will and
it was
Grace.
a really
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. It was a really great story, and it just like it was like I felt like
Do you remember who it's by?
I felt like I was included. I could probably look it up, but I don't remember now.
Yeah.
But it was such.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah, it was such a good book, and like I don't know. I'm excited for some of the
Love
movies that are coming
Simon?
out, but like Love Simon
Love
was good.
Simon was a great movie.
But
yeah.
I'm excited for the movies that are coming out. I want to see more representation. I want to see more Black representation, more Asian representation, more gay representation, trans representation. Like
Yeah.
it's just like time. I'm tired of seeing
Multicultural.
straight white men
Yes.
on television and movies all the time.
Multicultural. Give me a gay man or a gay woman or a pansexual or a trans.
Yeah, just give me a
trans-
storyline that isn't something that we've seen beaten down to the ground
Yes.
5,000 times.
Or do it differently. Like everyone's in an uproar about the Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Dude, it's time to change. I'm a red. Okay,
First
so
of all,
I'm a redhead.
have you heard her voice? Because she actually sounds like Ariel. Like she sounds
Yeah,
like
I
when
did.
she sings, like she's really
Beautiful.
good. Yeah, it's Halle Bailey.
Beautiful woman.
Is that who
Halle
it is?
Berry?
Halle Bailey.
Oh.
I think it's Halle Bailey.
Oh, I thought you were saying Halle Berry's played Little Mermaid. and I was
No,
like,
Halle Bailey is
I don't
playing-
think so.
But she, people are upset about that. It's a fictional character. It's a mermaid.
And also, I'm going to speak on behalf of all the redheads. We don't care.
And
I
she's
may
probably-
dye my hair, but I'm
she's
still a redhead.
probably going to still be a redhead. She's just going to be
Yes,
a redhead
but
of color.
there
It's
was-
not
I
a
saw-
that is a bottle color. I don't care what you believe. If you've seen that movie, that is a bottle color. You cannot get that red in nature.
It's also a cartoon.
Exactly.
So that's a depiction of someone's
And not to mention,
realization.
aren't you tired of seeing the same white people all the time? Like, first of all,
Yes,
these kids
I
are
am.
growing up now. Luckily, they have Tiana, but like that, you know what I mean? Like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, that's like a scrap for them. Like, what? I'm tired of people giving scraps out and expecting us to be
Children.
thankful.
And if we're trying to like better our next generation, like
And
we
I think
got
our next generation is good on that. Honestly.
yeah. I mean I think our generation, the millennials, and we get bashed a lot, but I think we are very progressive people.
Yeah.
My parents, I love my parents to death, but they are baby boomers, and their generation gets stacked for
That's another topic, but that
we'll
generation.
There's a major generation gap between my parents and me because they had me later in life.
We just had that period of
growth.
Fast information.
And
like
the
we're getting
internet.
constant information now all the time. So, and we're getting different information than things or people are seeing on like the regular news stations or you know what I mean? Like that's all programmed television. So and if you actually watch a whole bunch of news stations like all together, they're repeating the same phrase.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because that's just the mass information that's supposed to go out. So just research, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's all you gotta
it's
do.
Just, and I'm a firm believer.
And if you are ignorant into researching and still not changing your opinion based on that new information that you found, then that is pure ignorance.
Yeah. I'm Mike's, pointing this out to me a million times and time again, and I believe in it too, is no matter how old you are, you can always educate yourself.
Yes. And you
could be 85 and educate
this time
yourself.
has never... We'll get into that. That's a deep conversation.
Well, yeah, we'll get there, but I mean, to sum things up, tip your server, tip your waiter.
Tip your waiter.
Tip your waiter, please. That is that.
Tip your waiter.
Oh, sing it.
Oh God, it was really bad that you gave me this platform because
it's bad that I gave myself this platform.
Listen, guys, just another thing. We're gonna speak
Please
our mind.
Please be open-minded.
And we might not always say the most politically correct thing, but we're going to try our best to be very welcoming, to everybody and trying to be like very open-minded and open-hearted.
Everyone is welcome to listen. Everyone is welcome to comment.
Yeah, when you listen to this, like just kind of I don't know, like grab a glass of wine.
Yeah,
or like
girl,
chill
this is
with
what you
us.
gotta do. Listen,
grab a blunt.
Yes, and just hang out with us.
Yeah.
But put that fake fireplace on your TV.
Yeah.
Like you and Alex like to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we love to put on our fake fireplace.
Fake fireplace.
And just, relax.
Kick your feet up, get in your little...
If we make you a little bit angry, go ahead, yell at the TV. Be mad.
Yell at your phone. Throw your phone across the room. We don't care.
Just don't leave any hate messages. We're really working on trying to be...
We're trying to better the internet as a
we're
whole.
really trying to just stay positive. Keep it positive.
As much as we bitch, we actually mean well.
Yeah, we bitch because guess what? That's honest.
It's really honest.
But
But yeah, so thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
We will see you guys soon. We're gonna try to upload once a week.
This video is sponsored. This podcast is brought to you by Wide Eye.
Ooh, drop it, honey.
Yeah,
let's plug that.
Self-plug, no shameless plug, but
tell us about you and your sisters.
Me and my sister had a clothing brand that we are starting. We've already got our first launch out, but we're working on our second launch right now.
The next one's coming in hot.
It's coming in real fast. It is a really great pride of ours, and it is called Wide Eyed. And if you go on to We Are Wide Eyed, WeAreWideEYed on Instagram.
You did that so well.
Thank you.
I was thinking about it when you did it.
And on Instagram, and then just follow, and share.
Yeah, I mean, and you know what? They both follow only each other.
Yeah. So don't be offended.
So Mike's Instagram's on there, and you can find my Instagram is just my name.
Yeah, and then you can like my photos too.
Yeah, we'll I'm sure we'll connect all of our social media so that you guys can follow us, and we have a specific Instagram for this podcast.
Yes, It's called Brutally Honest.
Yes, I think it's Brutally Honest Buffalo is what I did.
Then Brutally Honest Buffalo. We really should learn that.
Yeah, we should.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
This has been Brutally Honest. Peace.
Yeah, see ya.
Yeah, I'm just honest.